Today we're gonna do something text drawing thing, and so I'm gonna go through this Tzplot package basically. So let's get started. So firstly, I have to go to this Tikz tutorial, and then let's go to thumbnail, and let's not go to thumbnail, and make a directory, or so let's say tutorial cd tutorial, and then make a file called main.txt, right? And now we can open this folder inside the VS Code, or you can use any editor, doesn't matter. Even you can proceed in overleaf. Overleaf is quite good, I guess, if you are a beginner to Tikz and latex. So let's firstly just create a document. So let me repeat a few things, because you never know, a few viewers are completely beginners. So whenever we start a latex document or latex file, just you have to define some class. So if you build in class, which one you want to use, you can use. Just go through some. So I'm going to use article. Article is pretty great for short notes or few pages, like 10-20 pages or even 50 pages, doesn't matter. And if you want to write a book, then you can use a book, or even you can write a custom class. So let's not go into more detail about that. So let's start with the document. So begin document, and let's use the package called Tikz. So Tikz is a package, and then another package called, where is package? Another package we're gonna use Tzplot. So this is Tzplot, right? And this is the documentation for Tzplot. You can download it from the Google or Tug website or CTAN, depending on where you find the package. So let's get started. So firstly, let's begin a environment called center, because we wanna render everything in the center, and then we can start Tikz picture. So there is special behavior of environment. So everything which starts with begin have to end with right? So this is called environment. So firstly we have the document environment, and within document environment everything we will make, right? Everything we will do inside the document environment, and within that we created another environment called center, and within that nested Tikz environment. And then after we can write some code, so that this code will get rendered exactly in the center of the page, not center of the page, horizontally centered, not vertical center. For vertical center we can do multiple things. So right now let's simply define a coordinate. So coordinate a at 0, 0, and so then we can just run this. By the way, if you are interested in VS Code, like text editor as a VS Code, so you can use basically where is yeah, no, sorry, yeah, you can basically install this extension called latex workshop. Then after you will configure this one, and then you will good to go. So let's not get distracted. So I'm gonna discuss Tikz as well as the Tzplot, because whenever I use Tzplot in my tutorial, like people often ask like how you know the command basically for everything. So actually I don't know any command. Just I search, I Google, or I just download the documentation, and then I go through them. And whenever I make drawing, I just open it sideways, and then instantly I just search for that. You don't have to remember, just you have to understand how these diagrams are made. And the goal of this tutorial not to learn or memorize every command. and no one can teach you these things or even anything. Just these tutorials are for guidelines, like to just to get started, right? And then after you have to like Google things, read documentation and everything. So the goal of this tutorial is to get you started. That's it, nothing else, and show you how the real diagrams are made. It's not like magic, we write some lines and diagrams and no. So it's quite tedious, time taking, frustrating, everything, but still you have to make, then you have to go through these phases. So yeah, so suppose if we want to define a coordinate in Tikz using Tikz only, we have to like write this command called coordinate, and this is the name of the coordinate, which we called A, and we have to define the coordinate. Here we want to name this command. So this is 0, 0, that means origin, right? And same thing if you wanna do using Tzplot, then you just have to like Tz core, like basically Tzplot is some collection of macros. It's not like magic thing, it's not separate from the Tikz. It's like Tzplot is built on top of Tikz. That means Tz is like collection of macro. Internally Tzplot is written entirely in Tikz and PJ plots. So so suppose if we want to define a coordinate using Tz plot, then we have to use Tz. Every Tz command start with Tz. That means Tz plot is like, I don't know the full form of this kind of thing. So coordinate short form coor, right? And then after again we have to have first define the coordinate, and then after you can name this thing. So these both lines are doing exactly the same thing. If we just comment this line and if you run this, you will see nothing, because we just defined the coordinate, never use this coordinate. So now let's try fill A with a circle 2 point. So as you can see, there is a small dot appearing here. That means at coordinate A we just made a circle of 2 point. And let's comment this line and then uncomment this line, and if we run this code, exactly same, no changes will happen, because we are just defining coordinate in both these lines, and these are like a different way to defining. So as you can see, if we use Tikz, we have to write like much more in compared to Tzplot. So as you can see, just like fancy macro thing happening here, not anything special. So yeah, and again, so let me give you some scenario here so that you will understand the application of Tzplot packages specifically. So let's delete all these. So let's try to make an axis, coordinate axis, x-axis and y-axis. So firstly draw using the Tikz. So if we want to draw using Tikz, then we have to just draw a line. So for that we have to use draw command, right? Draw, then we want from 0, 0, and for line we have to use double dash, and then from there 5 unit towards right, and you have to end every line with like semicolon, right? And then another line we gonna draw like draw, and then again from origin, this time we are gonna 5, 0. Oh sorry, this is y-axis, so 0, 5. So again we have to end with semicolon. If we run this code, you are gonna see an axis, and let's put some optional arrow thing. So this is optional, that's why it's not necessary, but if you wanna add extra functionality, you can add those. So as you can see, yeah, this is like an axis, right? So what if we want to make axis using Tzplot? Is quite simple, just to have to use Tz axis, and then you can define the starting point and then ending point. So let's 0, 0, and then we want 5, 5, and this will make an axis. Let's comment these two lines, and Tz command does not have to end with semicolon, yeah, in a specific condition, but right now it does not need to be end with semicolon. So as you can see, it again exactly the same axis, but like fewer lines, only single line, right? And if you want to add some node x axis y axis, then what we have to do is just put x and then again another node as y. And as you can see, every node we put is inside the curly braces, and every coordinate we put is inside the parenthesis. So as you can see here, x axis and y axis. So as you know, Tzplot is just a macro, nothing else. So for using Tzplot, you have to have the understanding of Tikz first, right? So as you can see, if we had to make axis, we had to write 2 lines of code. Now single lines of code will do the job. And also you may be wondering, what if I want to put node using Tikz? So doesn't matter, just you have to add the int called node, and then after you can node exactly x-axis, and then exactly same for the y node, which is called y. Again, if we save, exactly same, as you can see, slightly like exactly on the edge. So for that, again, node has optional input as well, so we have to use right. Right means node will shift towards right few millimeter, and you can define manual distance, doesn't matter. And for that, we can put up, I don't know where it's going wrong, right up, oh, upward, I think. Let's delete all this. Firstly, see. So as you can see, in X it's working, and we find it's called upward, not only up, upwards. No. Oh, sorry, not upward. It's called above actually. As you know, like you have to go through the documentation. So as you see, like I don't remember every command and optional styling thing. So yeah, if you want to put it like node above some point, then we have to use optional thing above. So as you can see, exactly same thing, but Tzplot doing in just a single line. But few limitations of Tzplot as well. Whenever you will draw some complex diagram, you will get to that. So I think you get the idea of drawing axis. And again, it doesn't have to be from 0, 0. Let's comment these 2 lines and then uncomment this line, and we can proceed from -1, or let's say -2 and -1. It will start from like this and then proceed towards. So yeah, as you can see, it is quite good. And a few more things, sometimes you need like a ticking thing, and every interval you have to some mark 1 2 3. So for that we are going to use Tikz. Tikz is a basically command which marks the axis. So for first curly braces accept x marking, and then second curly braces will accept y marking. So let's so first we want 1, and at 1 unit we marking. For marking specifically, we have to define node, and for node we have to use /, and then after inside the dollar sign you can put anything, let's say 1 for, and then same we can 2 /, and then we can 2, and same for we can do for the y-axis, and again 1 and 2, then 2. And if we save this, you're gonna see marking. So as you can see, there is no, it's like just a node represented no marking or something. So for that, I think I have to use a starred version. I don't remember. Yeah, as you can see, there is marking as well, but node got hidden. For that, I don't remember exactly the command, but I can check here in the documentation. So we can use Tikz, right? So as you can see, Tikz exactly doing the same. And if we want both marking as well as the, so for that we have to use the separate lines. So let's copy this whole thing, and then we can just put and remove the star, so it will put the number. So it's easy, I guess. And I think there is no way to put in the same line. I don't think there is a command for there. So there is no command for putting Tikz as well as the node thing. So we have to use separate command for both. So yeah, as you can see, we got the idea about the access, and let's give some example about the tz function, which is more useful, I guess. So if we go through the traditional, we can use PGF plot for drawing graph and all, but PGF plot is quite tedious, not like that much of tedious, but quite of complex. So let's use tz function. So tz function is basically a plotting command. It just accepts a function and draws the graph of that function within the particular domain. So let's say, I don't exactly remember, it's curly braces or I don't know. So let's go through. So firstly, we wanna x, let's 0.2, and you can, by the way, you can use a square thing, cap a square, but I'm gonna use simple idea. So let's we wanna draw from 0 to 4. So as you can see, there is a parabolic function which is 0.2 times x square, right? So yeah, this is the function of x square by 5, and it's drawing from 0 to 4, and let's proceed from -1 to 3. It will do exactly the same, but backward as well. So yeah, as you guess, it's good. And one more thing I'm gonna show you. Sometimes we need to mark the area, right? So for that we can use tz area function. Tz, not area, tz function. Let's tz function. Yeah. So no, exactly what I wanted. This is not the. I forgot actually what was the tz area. I think area, no area. So as you can see, you have to go through the documentation rigorously whenever you need to just go, and after a few times you will get to know how these drawings are made, and then you can remember a few things, forget a few things, and then it will just happen. It's not like you have to remember all the time. Just go through the documentation, you will start to relate. So yeah, I was searching for this one. So as you can see, this command is called tzf and area. That means tz stands for Tzplot, and then f stands for function, area stands for we wanna represent the area between the function. So yeah, let's use this as tzfn area. Oh yeah, actually we had to proceed. Oh, it's gone. Oh, we have to use a start version, sorry. So as you can see, this is the area under that function, and if we want graph as well as the area, we can just put above the and just remove the start. So yeah, so now if we want area between 1 to 2, just we have to replace the domain from 1 to 2. So as you can see, this is the area between 1 to 2, and from here you can customize everything. It doesn't matter what you want to do. So let's we want not the gray thing, we want like a northeast line or some kind of pattern. So we have to define pattern. Pattern is equal to northeast lines or lines, I guess. So as you can see, this is northeast lines, and you can use hatch filling color as red, or like you can do like much more. So I guess you get the idea of this function, I guess. And a few more things we're gonna do here is sometimes we have to like exactly mark the area, just like as you can see, which diagram, I don't know where. So yeah, as you can see, this is like the lines. So for lines, as you can see, this is the command. So let's copy this command, and we can draw. And as you see, this is the name. So whatever we draw, we can actually name that curve. So let's say double A. Double A is this name of this curve, and we can reference that curve using that name. So here we plotted like TZ function area line. That means it will bond the area with the help of two lines. And as you can see in the optional thing, red, that means we will get red lines. And inside the curly braces, we are referencing that curve with double A. So we want lines for the double A, right? And then after we defined from which to which line, that means initial x and then final x. So let's 1 to 2. So if we save this part, you're gonna save, yeah, red line between the domain, a specific domain. So yeah, this is how you can plot the curvature area under curve like that. So yeah, this is TZ plot. And few more things I'm gonna give you some idea about. So suppose we are gonna make some line, right? So as you know already, inside the Tikz, it's pretty easy to make line. Just to have to use draw command, and we want 0, 0 to like 5, 0, right? We have to enter a semicolon, so it will just draw a line, right? It's pretty fine. But exactly same function is like TZ line. For TZ line, just have to use first coordinate and second coordinate. You do not have to use semicolon. So let's comment this line. So it will do exactly the same thing as the draw function. But as you can see, TZ line accept two argument, coordinate 1, coordinate 2. And it do not have to like accept dash or dash something for the line. So as you see, everything is text but sorted version. So again, as you put the optional thing inside the square bracket for the draw command, exactly here you can do the same. For arrow, just use the arrow for the arrow thing, and you can put bi-directional arrow. So yeah, bi-directional arrow. And yeah, we can define arrow style. So now it will use arrow as latex. So other way around actually. So yeah, as you can see, arrow style got changed, it's latex. So yeah, this is how you can make line. And let's move on to some other things. So what if we want a relative? So let's comment this out first. What if we want a relative line from some particular coordinate to some like other way around? So let's leave this line as it is, and then draw from 5, 0 to like 2, 0. So you will see nothing change, nothing, because we drawn like 5, 0 to 2, 0. But we want relative coordinate system here, so we have to use double plus here. So relative just extends, or let me, for visual thing, we can change the color actually. Let's say red. So as you can see, this is 5, 0, and from there we extended to a unit along the x-axis. So from 5, 0 extends to unit towards right, and you can do along the y-axis as well, doesn't matter. So as you can see, it is quite handy even. And then also you just have to remove x, it will just draw a vertical line. So I think you got it. So what if we wanna use relative thing here? So for that TZ line, just to have to use plus, just to have to use plus TZ line plus, and then it will just use the relative coordinate. So let's say 2, 0, and let's call it red as well. So as you can see, it is quite okay. Firstly, it just reaches to 5, 0, and then after it just extend 2, 0 towards right. So as you see, if we had to use relative coordinate inside the text, we have to use like double dash, then double plus, and inside the TZ plot there is a specific command called TZ line plus. So as you see, both are the same, but Tzplot is a little shorter version of Tikz. So yeah, this is perpendicular line, which is exactly we can make using relative coordinate system. So let's go through few more things. So let's draw a line. Draw from 0, 0 to, let's say we want 45 degree at let's say 5 unit. So as you can see, this is 0, 0 and 45. This is called polar coordinates. So firstly, for that we defined angle which is 45, and then unit length unit which is 5, basically 5 unit. And you can do exactly the same thing inside the Tz line. Basically 45, 5. Let's comment this line. It will just do the same exactly, no changing, as you can see. So Tz plot Tikz are exactly same, but shorter version. Let's go through few more thing, I guess. Yeah, let's go through some coordinates thing. So let's say we want a coordinate point, and also we want a small dot on that, so we can use Tz coordinate, a starred version. So Tzplot has some like a starred version command. Almost every, I don't remember, not every command has a starred version command. A starred version is like it just fills a dot at that particular coordinate. So let's say 0, 0 and become, it doesn't matter name order, just draw. No, we have to name this thing. So yeah, as you can see, it actually referenced a coordinate point 0, 0 as a, also created a dot, right? And if we remove this star, it will just name that coordinate, not draw some star. So you see the difference. So let's create a circle. So for circles, Tz circle is a command. So it accepts actually a centers. So right now let's see center as A, and then after we can use the radius. So radius, let's say 3 unit. So it will make a circle of 3 unit radius. And let's do few more things. So let's remove this star. The dot will gone away, and let's place that star in the Tz circle command. So it will fill the circle actually. As you see, it just fills some gray color. So you can change the color actually. So as you can see, it changes. And you are wondering like opacity is always lowering compared to a stroke. So yeah, you can change fill is equals to exactly red. No, you have to opacity. I don't know opacity is, yeah, so opacity is equals to 1. Then yeah, you can see perfectly red. So it doesn't matter how you draw, just you have to go through the documentation and you will get the idea which is simpler one. Sometimes original Tikz is pretty good for complex thing, whenever you needed to name some random coordinate thing, and Tz is not like that. So let's give you an example for that thing. No, before that let's do one more thing. So what if you have to make some ring thing? What you will do? I think you will just make a larger circle, then a smaller circle, then you will use odd even rule, right? But here there is a command called Tz ring. Tz ring, and Tz ring accept actually 2 radius. So let's firstly say radius 3 and radius 1. No, I have to use radius 1 and the radius 3. No, I don't know what's happening. Tz ring, let's say start version. No. So let's search this command Tz ring. So as you can see, Tz ring actually, oh sorry, Tz ring actually accept 2 centers. So A is the center for the circle 1, this is the radius for the circle 1, and then again we have to define, let's say A for the common center and radius 3 units. So as you can see, it just made a ring. let's say 2, it will look pretty better. So as you can see, it is a ring. But if you wanted to draw this using pure text, you have to like type quite a bit of line, like at least 3 lines of code. First you have to make circle 1, circle 2, then you have to use odd even roll, right? So let's ask GPT. So make a ring filled with red using text. Oh, no. GPT actually does not understand. It actually understand, but let's what should I do? Using, let's say, odd even roll. Odd even roll. Okay, get the idea. So let's comment this 2 lines. So you can see it actually made the circle, but as you can see, it actually it is the same, but it is not that intuitive. So I think you got the idea. So Tzplot is just the same, just a short version of actual text. And using Tzplot you can do quite a bit of thing. Okay, so okay guys, thank you for this tutorial, and I hope see you in the next one. And yeah, thank you.